like, I miss you. And I was like, this is weird.
I feel like a lot of people bend the block back, like, you know what I'm saying?
Suspicious.
They be trying to feel like the grass is green on the other side. You should have watered the motherfucking grass here first.
It's the economy.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. They think I'm a sugar mama. They think I'm a sugar mama.
New headlines, they ain't even know. Trying to air them out, they trying to keep it low. This the gossip everybody finna talk about. Welcome to the Mac and Meeka show. International, ain't worried about no state line. Once Mac and Meeka get them know it's making headlines. Every Friday 9 o'clock, tune in for the set time. Latest gossip on celebrities. Meeka Font, know she looking heavenly. Both of them is making power moves, you know it's legendary. Celebrities coming through all the time. Tyson Bedford and Trina pop bottles and change the meanings.
Welcome to Mac and Meeka Live.
We're live on YouTube as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, YouTube. What's up? Yes, shout out to everybody in the UK, Injection Radio. Yes. We appreciate everybody for tuning in.
You done know.
What's your no? What you say? Listen, before we do anything, we need to send our thoughts, our prayers, our heartfelt thoughts and prayers to friend of the show, personal friend to Bryant.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful soul, Trina, and her family, her sister.
Trina and Laura, yeah.
Yeah. Her niece, her sister's daughter, you know, was murdered a couple days ago, actually. Just a couple days.
Basically Tuesday night,
Wednesday morning. And only 17, you know, so.
And I gave her nickname. We was in Atlanta last year for, well, Sugar's her nickname, but I started calling her Big Sugar while we was out
Big
there.
Sugar.
And she adopted it and changed her Instagram to Big Sugar. So I was like,
that's
damn.
what's up.
Right.
Well, we just want to send like a big hug over to Trina
absolutely.
and Laura. They've experienced so much hurt in the last couple of years.
Her brother being, you know, murdered in that area 2 blocks over, and then now her niece and losing your mom 2 years ago. That's a lot on her. I actually texted her while we were here and just told her, you know, I was praying for her, you know, her spirit, to uplift her spirit, you know, her mental health.
For sure.
Right. Her peace, you know, along with like a bunch of other things, just because that's a lot of blows back to back, and you're trying to hear from one thing and then here's another, and it's so close, and I know it has to bring her and her sister even closer together, because the immediate around them is all, you know, it's kind of like, you know, kind of fading away. So I hope that makes them really make sure they appreciate each other a lot more too. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
People say we all we got at this point. That it's becoming that.
And it's real now for them. It's all that they're all that they have, and I think that's, you know, you have friends that have become family too. I get that, but
right.
Literally, in the literal sense, like you and your sister, y'all all y'all got, and like, you know, that's just a lot to take in. I really do feel for her.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
And then like we all went out there like to show support. You know, just to be there for both.
For sure, yeah.
And it's just a lot. It's sad. You know, especially when things are unexpected. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, death in general is just like, you know, a sad thing. Even though you're supposed to rejoice, but it's just, you know, the human flesh is just, you know, want to be selfish and keep somebody, but when it's unexpected, it's like there was no preparation, there was no time. It's a shock behind it. So yeah, definitely, you know, prayers out to, you know, them and their family.
For sure.
Oh, for real?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Well, you know, I didn't know, but that's a close, very definitely the small world for sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but how was your week? Otherwise, I know that you had to be there for Trina, but
yeah, it was. I went there, went down to the scene that night, and then I went to visit her at her house. The next day to check on them, me and CO went up there because, you know, people were, you know, everybody went over. Trick had came by and cooked for everybody. And me and CO kind of missed that because we were late, but she was actually asleep by the time I got there. My microphone. She was asleep by the time I got there, but Laura was up. So, you know, of course, every time I see Laura, give her a big hug and, you know, just be there just for people, you know. And honestly, this is not a space for me. Like, I'm not good. I'm not good in this. Like, space.
We talked about that a little earlier, you know, Mike was saying that, and I said, I get it, but you being there is just enough sometimes.
Right.
A big hug, you don't gotta say nothing. Like, I know she saw you, like, on the crime scene, like,
On
he
the
was
scene,
there.
I was there, and I was like, and Trent looked at her. Is there something?
Yeah, he might have to switch his mic out.
I can't do this.
Oh, you guys get to see Stefan. Oh, no, his hand and his profile. There we go.
There we go. So yeah, just even when we all got on the scene, like Trick was there, like, and everybody got there, and on the scene, I should have went and hugged her, but I just like looked at her. We like was staring at each other, and I was just like, and then after a while, I was like, that's when you're supposed to go give her a hug. But I made sure I did that to Laura before I left and gave Laura a long hug and just sat there. But that was just sad.
It is. This is what, like, my week was crazy, was whatever, but we really just got to take this moment to say thank you for another day.
People have to really appreciate that it's really a blessing to be able to leave your house and make it back home tonight.
No, for
sure. I feel like a lot of people take that for granted, but you know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing.
That's why I said that, and I want to with you guys too.
I do think that something should be formed. Something should have been formed. We shouldn't have to take this, but to really start getting everybody into the whole gun control, or just something that like to stop a little bit of
everybody got to go out here.
Like these young kids are getting access to these guns and being reckless with it. You're not old enough. You're not making the right decisions, and now guess what? Somebody's life is now thrown. Somebody's life is gone, and somebody's life is thrown away. You're teenagers.
High schooler, like, come on. Not even. Yeah, It's so sad. Like, it really is.
So I think some acts should be, some things should develop from this, and if it doesn't, I'll spearhead it, because some things need to start taking place. You got to be a little responsible, more responsible. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Well, I'm proud of you for that too, saying that you would spearhead something like that. It is, because, like I said, there's so much going on. A lot of people don't realize it until it's their family.
Right.
But this is not even your family. You're saying, look, I see it hurting someone that I love.
I hate seeing my friends go through pain. I just hate seeing.
That's what
I'm a friend. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to see my friends go through pain and hurt. So if there's something I could do to help, I'm gonna help.
That's because you're a real friend, and that is dope, for real.
Mm-hmm.
It is, for real. He is. My boy, thank you for being my friend. Let me say that. Travel on the road and back again. But yeah, and I wanted to. Confidant. Yeah, crazy.
Oh, okay.
All right. But listen, let's get into some topics, because my week last night was chill.
All right, so as far as the sports, the Espers this week, the Players Choir that I'm a part of, they had an event last minute, and I actually pushed for the event to go through. I think I told y'all this.
You could.
So they performed and they did everything.
You were mad you couldn't even make it.
I wasn't really mad, because you know what? If I was gone, I wouldn't even have been here for her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So sometimes things
happen for a reason.
Right.
Every no is not a no. Like, yeah.
So it was meant for me to be here. So they went and they did their thing out there for the LeBron James event, and they was there for the SBs and everything like that, and they'll come back, and then we all go back. So y'all got to figure this out, because I'm going to be in LA until the 11th.
Yes, we have to figure out our birthday.
So y'all birthday.
Yeah. I told myself I'm coming, but I'm like, my birthday's on the weekend too.
Huh? Oh, okay, so I'll be out there. I'm there from July 31st to August 11th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna come.
The weekend.
I'm coming the night of the 5th through the 7th. Oh, that's my actual birthday though, because I gotta be back on the 8th. I gotta be here. But that's all right. I celebrate going into the 7th. And I just come back on the 7th. Yeah.
So you can celebrate back home.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? I used to always do that too. Figure it out.
Okay, what up, you two?
Look, because he done had to separate his time between you.
For so many years. We're here together now. This is going to be great. This is going to be a great time. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. Whoever want to come, y'all come.
Y'all come out to LA.
LA. I'm sleeping on somebody's
If you have any
couch.
filming days while I'm out there, y'all can come to the show too. If you're filming any of those days.
Yeah, let's figure it out. But
it's in LA. Yeah, we're from LA. That's why I'm going.
that's why we're going out there. But yeah, but speaking of sports, Darius Anderson.
Yes, was charged with burglary and forcing his 7-year-old to his ex-girlfriend's house. To do what?
Probably to talk to her because she wasn't answering the phone. Listen. Look at that man. Now listen. I think a lot more people should be charged because I feel like a lot of people are doing stuff like this. Like, oh, you're not answering my texts, my calls, I'm showing up. You know?
I didn't get into it, but how did he force his way in? Did she open the door to talk to him?
I mean, he probably broke in. Like, that's probably what he did. He probably pushed in, kicked the door down, broke into it, kicked the window open. I don't know. Damn. Guys are crazy. Like, they talk about women. No. People talk more, I feel, about women being crazy in relationships or past relationships. But there are a lot of guys that do the same things.
Well, I had to call back yesterday when I was with Dr. Tasha, and I was explaining a scenario.
She was with us, but you mean before? She was with you before, right? Yeah. And then she ended up coming to she came by me.
And so I had this chick that was crazy one time, and at some point she made a key. When I lived in Baltimore, she made a key without me knowing.
What?
And she from New York too.
I believe it. That's some shit I would do.
So she drove down from New York.
I was just thinking that.
So listen, Bly was in town for the game. So Bly slept in my room with me that night, right? And she walked up in and opened the door and everything and came there. And we was up, but we acted like we was asleep. And she stood in the doorway just watching, right? And she tried to figure out who was in the bed with me. And then she went back downstairs and slept on the couch. Because now when I come downstairs, I got to walk past you. And she was like, oh, that was you. Because I was wondering. She didn't know if she should get something and attack her and all that type of stuff.
Crazy.
That is crazy, but I knew she was outside because she texted me and said, yo, she just showed up here like, you didn't tell me you was coming, and then you fucking, you had a key, you let yourself in. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know you had a key.
The crazy part about it, when we heard, I don't need that. When we heard somebody else, first of all, it's only us.
That's in there.
Because we know who comes every weekend.
Right.
It's us that weekend. So we acting like we
sleep.
I'm mad that y'all acting like you see with somebody coming in your house and you don't know.
But no, she texted and said she was here, so I knew
you knew it had to be
her. But I was really trying to see, like, damn, she really got it here.
We didn't think that she really was there. So we done put the cover on my head.
We laying there.
That lady done walked in the door there and thought and didn't know there was no woman in the bed.
Yeah, and she stayed there for a minute. And now I'm laying there just looking like mine, because you know it's dark in the room, but the light from the hallway, she can't see us, but we can see her more. I'm laying there like this, like, hell nah. She in the doorway, this is crazy. So now I'm like, what's she about to do?
No, we stayed in the bed till 12 o'clock. We said we wanted to see how long
she's gonna wait.
Stay up
Until
we came out the room. And she waited.
She sat on the couch.
After 12 o'clock.
Yeah, what did she say?
When she realized it was her, she was like, oh, I didn't know who it was. And then she would tell us like what she was thinking, like, I don't know if I should go downstairs and get something. And yeah.
And you would have did it though.
He was playing like he was
Wait until no 12 o'clock the next day.
Yeah, you would have did it.
Y'all living a little too dangerously for me.
Right, but no, because I was explaining the situation, like, so this is how it started. I was talking about Sasha about, I like toxic. To a certain degree.
Because we had this discussion a couple weeks ago. Me and Brian, we had this discussion. We said, well, we like toxic.
But I like it to a certain degree. I don't like it that bad. Like I said, I don't like it. It's a certain levels now. You go to damage your property or doing that. That's rude. She like busting my windows. I don't like that. I don't like shit like that. Because I like this shit fixed. So for me, it's a certain degree, a certain level of
busting my windows and slashing my tires.
I realize why I like toxic because I get bored. I get bored of relationships. So a little toxic thing here and there is like, I'm excited. Well, this is a little fun. But it's a certain level.
It's a certain level.
But when it gets too crazy, now it's like, oh no. You too much.
So me and Brian, what you say? You yourself.
But I've never done nothing like
people that like toxicity never do toxic shit. We like the shit, but we
I've
don't
never
do
done
toxic
nothing crazy like.
That's a lie.
In a relationship, no.
Nah, I don't do crazy shit. It's so weird. I don't either. But I'm toxic meaning like I will act like I don't give a fuck. I'll fuck your whole head up probably. Cause I act like I really don't care. But I might care.
I said not a relationship, but still.
Don't care.
It's toxic.
That ain't toxic. Somebody got on my nerves.
But Brian and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago about somebody, and I was saying they think they know toxic till they met the real toxic bitch. Like, you're not really toxic. Come on, stop.
No, I realize there's levels to it now.
But yes, exactly, and I agree with that. But for me,
I don't see you breaking nobody's.
I don't do that shit.
Right.
I don't do that shit. I don't need to.
Right.
But I'm the toxic person that I would like. I really will. I guess I fuck with your head because I really don't give a fuck. But I might give a fuck. But you would never know I give a fuck. And now your whole head is spinning. I'm a holy, like I really will, like, and the thing about it is, I love niggas. Like I love them. So you can go ahead, what you want to do? Okay.
Right.
Two can play that game.
So from my standpoint, how you saying two can play the game is, I'm never going to initiate it, but I feel like I did something, so now I'm gonna let you know how I feel, but I'm add a little more onto it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, why would you do that to me? Because I'm nice. However, I can be mean. So now that you did it, I'm gonna do it back. I'm a vengeful person. I know why, but I am. And I way too. Like, you think we that cool? And we are that cool, but I'm still gonna get you back. That's my opportunity now.
Yeah, but like, I'm the kind
that's bad. I gotta work on that, but that's why I said I don't want to be toxic no more.
So I'm the kind of toxic, real story, real truth. Like if they watching, they watch. It is what it is. But like, so last week I made the comment. It was in the intro. Thank you, Nico. It was in the intro, and I was like, why did you put the shit like that I said? They talking about all these people that hit me up talking about I miss you, which was very true. I had like 3 different people hit me out of the fucking blue talking about I miss you on text and on DM, and I was like, that's weird. I really did say that in my head, suspicious. But I think I winky-eyed, like, I winked at one of them. I think I blew a kiss at another night. I left the other one, like, on red, right? And I never responded.
That's what you care about, the least, the one you left on red, you didn't acknowledge it.
But I literally, like, let them keep talking, and I just never responded after that. I didn't even give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't even like you like that anymore. Like, I don't even think about you. You know what I'm saying? But there was no reason for me to even respond to it. You understand what I'm saying? But I was bored.
And that's what basically we learned about relationship. Some people, I can get bored easy in relationships. So therefore, that's why I like the little toxic games sometimes. Like, but the games can't be but too much. Like, it can't be.
I do get bored.
That you play, or that you had to get somebody back. You had to pay somebody back, but they made you wrong.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Get somebody back? You do that?
Yeah.
All right, well, tell the story then.
I'm trying to think of one. It's been a few.
I just completely like ignore you. Like, I'm gonna completely ignore it. Yeah.
No, I realize it, and I be like, because then I always bring it up in conversation. Oh, but when you did it,
it was cute.
Now, when I did it, I always want to remind the person that you did it first. Now, I just did something that you did.
Well, you did it was cute. It was nice.
You did it was cool.
Yeah.
And my feelings, you didn't worry about that, but now you worry about how it made you feel. It's almost like you were dealing with a narcissist, because they don't really, they don't have empathy.
No empathy.
Right, so they're not aware about how they make you feel. They're not aware about how you make them feel. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to think what I've done. I've done a lot. I have. So like one story. I have because that's in anything period. Like even not a relationship, even in a friendship, if somebody do something to me, I wait.
Okay, I know one. I know a story with a friendship.
What?
But it wasn't even me, but I got hit with the toxicity sidebar, I guess you call it. Like when Herb and them, they had left you hanging for some other event. So we were going out of town, and you was like, oh fuck it. They wanted to leave me hanging for this event.
I said, and they left me hanging.
I'm gonna leave them, but leave them hanging.
Trip and all that stuff and all that.
But it wasn't me. I was the casualty of war.
You were just there.
I was a casualty of war, so I was just there. But
Oh, I did. Yeah, I made that clear.
But he's supposed to be here actually tonight too. Yeah, I friend her. But yeah, you know what? I had a good time, so I'm actually glad I still went. But normally I would have been like, I don't even know these people I'm going out of town to go see. Yeah. So like, why am I going?
All right, Ray, I spearheaded the whole trip.
Went to Cincinnati. It was great. And then we came back. All I could talk about was Cincinnati. Trip. We had a great trip.
Name another one.
That's the one that I know. I remember. That's it.
Oh.
Mincy got one. Pull your hand down.
Oh.
Right.
I'm being honest, shit.
He waiting for the audience. Why do I think I know this story? I feel like somebody called me with the story, like, yo.
But you did something to me. I'm never gonna initiate it.
Yeah, he'll hold on to some information and he won't say nothing. He won't tell me. He won't tell nobody. And then he'll just.
The time is right. That Casamigos be like, go in there and swing at everybody.
It's go time. It's go time. It's go.
And we sit around like,
No.
we was just hanging again.
Oh, you wasn't.
Good ass.
Because I already had something in my mind already that I've been wanting to say, and now this is the perfect time. You know, let your guard down now for to get your ass. That's toxic, y'all.
Well, let me ask y'all this.
That's the new man.
But let me ask y'all this, because this is, I don't know if this is really a toxic thing, but like for me, I saw that J-Lo and Ben Affleck got back together 20 years later, right?
Yeah.
And so this is something that and they got married, right? Got married. And it's also next year, like she changed her last name. Only time she been married before, she's always Jennifer Lopez, blah blah blah. But it's some real shit. She's Jennifer Affleck.
But you know, when they split up, it was more of a business thing. It wasn't like a falling out. It was like publicity. I forget what took place, but I don't feel like they really wanted to split up. It was on some like business type of thing.
But media.
Yeah,
so that's
media
what I was
thing,
going to ask y'all. So that's what I was trying to say. Like, this is where I was asking, like, where the toxicity comes in, letting the outside in. Because she said that earlier. She said that earlier in the relationship. She said, I let this relationship go because of everybody else and what was going on, right? So, how, like, for real, you didn't bring up Krishan and Blueface. Why? Why though?
Because everybody feel like, oh, they don't belong together, he's controlling, but then they be like, some people like him together, some people don't.
Some people like it, right?
I just don't like, honestly, and I'm just keeping it real, I just don't like Blueface with anybody. Like he's done knocked a tooth out, he done did some stuff that public.
No, he done knocked her tooth out.
It was him and Whack 100 with her in that house. It wasn't her.
No, he had a house full of girls.
No.
When that fight happened, do you not remember that fight happened and they called the police? She was like, he knocked my tooth out. She was yelling all of that with the fight. You don't remember when all of that happened? She was yelling, I don't want to leave the house. Whack 100, everybody was trying to get her out the house.
Oh, that was her?
That was her. He trying to get me out the house. He done fucked me up. He done ripped my tooth out and y'all gonna try to kick me out.
You know she replaced that tooth with his face?
With his face.
Are you talking about the house that he has?
With all the girls, yeah.
No. He didn't knock her tooth out.
Yeah, I don't think
He didn't have anything to do with
they
his
was
tooth
doing
out.
a reality.
You never done a reality thing, yeah.
I do know that she's on the reality show that he has. I know about all of that. Listen.
That's when her teeth got knocked out.
Yeah.
During that time of the show where
He ain't had nothing to do with him.
I'm gonna bring that clip up. I'm telling y'all.
stuck around like
Yeah, she
Her
stayed
tooth
around.
was lost in that shit when they was trying
It
to
was
kick her out
lost,
the
but I
house.
thought it was something to do
No,
with
in that
the-
moment of her trying to kick her out, that's when her tooth got kicked out. Y'all don't remember that?
that was just recent. Like
Yeah, a few months back.
right, but her teeth was knocked out before.
All right, I'm gonna find that
It
clip
might
for
have been
y'all.
like a false tooth that fell out or something.
All right,
But it wasn't like,
all right.
The crazy part about it is, like, everybody thinks that she is the toxic one.
she's
I
not.
don't think she's not.
No, she's
I
not.
said Blueface.
If you follow him, he
He had her fighting his mother.
that. Like, yo,
He had her fighting his mother.
he had her fight her mother.
Yeah, that's crazy. Cause it's
Crazy. With the dog attacking and everything.
There's no way. Mother and sister. There's no way I can stand there and.
The sister, yeah. My daughter was like, Kashawn can fight too. Kashawn can fight.
Right, come on, that's crazy.
I thought that was crazy. I said, who would let somebody touch their mom?
That's crazy.
But he not fist. Not
remember the sister's husband? He got like knocked out in the
and he left.
Yeah, that's for divorce and all.
Yep, asked for divorce.
Oh, I ain't signing up for this. I'm out.
I'm out of this bitch. So that's where I was coming from. Like, I mean, I was bringing up more so like the toxicity surrounding your relationship.
See, that's a different level of toxic. I'm not with all that. I never been in a relationship where anybody felt the need to put their hands on you. Like, you have little words, but never where you had to feel like you had to put your hands on anybody either.
And again,
so that's what I'm saying is different levels of being toxic.
And again, I've said 1,000 times, I'm super blessed. I never, and it's sad to have to say that I'm blessed to have never been in no shit like that.
Right.
Because you should not have to be in no shit like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of my friends have been. France, what's up? Herb.
Don't put me on record.
It's already on record.
She's saying on camera. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me tell you my toxic level. When you tried me, I just got my white jack new truck. Guess what? I fucked it all up. I ran into a bitch. Try me, motherfucker.
Wait, into him?
All of them. Everybody.
Not all of them.
Look, if you with him, you getting some of this work too.
Oh, you dangerous.
And guess what?
I don't like that.
Well, I'm like that in general.
And that hoe, I told him don't pick my husband up because I said let his ass go to work. She called herself come to pick him up. Guess what?
Ooh, what's
Bitch.
her sign? What's her sign?
Big Leo.
She a Leo.
Big motherfucking Leo.
What?
Act like
I
you
said,
know.
She won't come pick his ass up no more. And guess what she said? I'm so sorry. And guess what? When the police came, I ain't having no shoes on. I was sick as a dog. COVID twice. And guess what? He told me, you gotta come back because you left the scene. But no, I came back. I told the police officer, I said, I just got off the hospital. And I made all that up. And the police officer said, oh, okay. I said, oh, no, my husband was right there. And I didn't even know. I fucked her whole car up and my truck. My white truck. When I first got my truck,
Right.
I was without my truck for a whole month.
You crazy.
No, I do feel like no. That's not crazy. I do feel like
That is crazy.
if you fuck with the person I don't fuck with,
That's a different level of toxic. Now we talking about toxicity.
no.
Yes.
I've been like
Toxic.
I agree with
I
that.
told you I'm not damaging nobody's property. We don't have the words.
I may not be damaged,
They tried you.
but I agree with it.
But I don't have to
because
figure out
feel
something else. Like, I'm not gonna damage my property.
Fuck you and your
I
crew.
damage your property, maybe.
Fuck
I
you
don't
and your
damage
crew.
nobody's property.
And your crew.
I don't want to damage property.
I don't fuck with none of y'all. Everybody, we ain't. No, don't hit me up.
I just gotta figure out another way to fuck you up. It's not damaging
Don't
property.
hit me up. I don't damage.
I don't want to damage yours because I feel like you'll come back and damage mine. So it's like,
No, I don't do that.
Mine and theirs is fucked up, but guess what?
hey, but you did it. So,
I just don't do the property thing because I don't know who got a ring, who don't anymore.
it don't matter.
Then I've been had cameras.
Because you know what? Once you calm down, you still gotta get that fixed.
Guess what?
I ain't worried about them getting fixed. I'm talking
I
about.
did that when I was like in my teens.
Missy, you did it too?
Oh,
Oh my God.
but
Get
that
married.
was like 19.
Get married. And then they try you.
But
Guess
I
what?
can't do
Everybody about to die.
I don't want to go to jail.
Look, y'all think about, I wasn't even thinking about you. I'm just thinking about, I gotta fix this later on.
I don't want to
Damn.
go to jail. So the things I did then, I was young and stupid.
Like, just carefree.
Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't have nothing to lose. So I would do anything and be like,
Well, freedom.
I can't.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah, now you can't do the things. Yeah.
I just let karma do it.
But what drives you to that point though?
Just being in my feelings and feeling like, damn, this bitch tried me, and why the fuck would
Hurt
I
no
let
back.
that slide?
But you don't think it was something else you could have did without, like, damaging your property and their property?
It was like
Wait, did you damage your property too, or you just damage theirs?
theirs.
See, no.
I wouldn't do that for a boyfriend. I ain't gonna lie.
I bust all his
No,
windows
we
out
talking
his
about
house.
You fixed them?
We talking about
And he
husband
took me
and
back.
wife. Fuck
And
a
he took that. Because he toxic too. You take me back. I did you
They always
wrong.
take you back. They always take back. Yeah.
And because he toxic too.
It's him texting right now.
Oh.
I can't see
I told
myself.
her.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I told you a certain level of. Like I was explaining. I get bored in relationships. There's a certain level, and y'all is going beyond that level of toxic shit that I would deal with. Like, no, when it comes to property and I got to get things fixed, no. You said right. Like, that's too much. That's too much.
So
have you ever damaged anything?
No, well, I mean, I damage shit in general. Like, I'm an aggressive person, so I might throw shit. I might break a TV. Like, I might do shit.
I'm not damaging nothing.
But that's in my own house, cause you remember like we arguing, whatever.
I'll fight because before I break any of the property.
Let me tell you, what made me stop doing shit like that is like, this is our house, we married, and I'm arguing about some shit, and I. Remember I threw
your house mud, and I gotta clean this up.
I threw my coffee mug, had coffee stood at the fucking TV screen, cracked the TV, splattered across the paint, and then dropped on the carpet. It was cream carpet, and I was like, ooh, wait. Later on, I was like, I gotta clean this up. I was like, I gotta clean this up.
We're gonna eventually have to calm back down.
I was like, I gotta clean this. I said, oh, I ain't fucking on my own shit no more.
Right.
This ain't gonna happen no mas.
But nobody
So.
takes me to the level for me to even feel like I should do something bad to them, like bad.
Now. Clearly now.
Yeah, like
well, now, yeah, because you probably learned how to control that.
and I don't deal with people who I feel will give me problems.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. I don't deal with people like that anymore. But my big question.
That's crazy.
Wait, not run your cars into people. I'm done. Every time I try to move,
I would never do that.
She said I don't run my cars into people. No,
right.
I've wanted to do that to people.
I've never even thought about
that. So
that.
Leos, we are fire signs. We have a very, very hot temper. I tell you, we're very, very hot temper. I'm telling you, I've known that about myself for a long time. I have a very hot temper. I have to you have to calm down. Hey, Neo Soul Films in the table, what's up? You have to know how to control yourself. Or you have to know,
if y'all thinking like that,
I have a very bad temper. I really do.
I can have a short temper when I feel like, okay. Cause I always give a warning before.
I don't get no warning. Ain't no warning.
It's always something I say, and then it's like, but I ain't gonna say it too many times, and then it's like.
But the thing is, the warning, you're supposed to know how to deal with me. Like, I don't ever disrespect you, so don't ever fucking disrespect me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the warning in life.
But you can't expect you out of other people.
But we're grown now.
That doesn't mean nothing.
So when I say that, when you say you can't expect you out of other people, that's for something to me, that's for something so intricate. Like, you can't expect someone to not do this thing because you wouldn't do it. But I mean, common sense shit, like, treat me with respect.
Somebody be a narcissist and they don't have no empathy and they don't really see anything. Like, they don't see what they're doing wrong. Like, so there's a lot of things that's going on.
I do have a short view.
So it's like you can't expect you from other people. You don't know their upbringing or how, things that affect them. So it's just different. Like, you just can't expect that. So you got to teach people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I told you, I don't like this.
Well, listen.
It's communication. I always say communication is key.
Communication is key. But one of the things that I want to go back to J-Lo and Ben Affleck because the reason why I actually brought them up, my question to you guys is, 20 years later, they're able to say, listen, we let it go for some dumb shit way back when. But right now, this is the real deal.
But I feel like they always still had some type of love for each other.
Okay, but that's my thing. So is it the real thing, like 20 years later, when we could come back together now and say, we're grown? Yeah. I like that. I agree with you. I agree.
Well, you were married for a long time. I was about to ask you, have you ever dated somebody like once and then twice, but you've been married forever?
I have.
So you have. But you don't feel like the second time is better because y'all kind of.
I have, because I dated somebody when I was in college, right before. Well, during the time I was dating my ex-husband at the time, and I dated somebody after, the same person after the fact.
But you feel like y'all had a better understanding of each other the second time, right?
I did, but I felt like they didn't have a better understanding of me because I was in the life. And I'm out here, we're outside, and they want you to be on some other stuff, and I'm like, I'm so cool.
But they want you to be in the house.
Yeah, which is.
And that's another thing I like too. So sometimes people who talk to me once because they see me out, and I'm only out on weekends. I went out last night, but that's because a friend asked me to come out. Yeah. But they'll assume, and I can see that with you is just social. You're out, and they just feel like you're out, so people are trying to talk to you, and this and the other. It's like, I gotta like them back. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just because somebody like me don't mean I like them
But just
back.
forget about somebody even liking me. Like you shouldn't even be worried about that. That's my thing. Like you should be so confident in the shit that
But
we
you should have trust in me to realize
that too.
I'm going to carry myself a certain way,
That's
not
what I'm
disrespect
saying.
you.
So you should be confident that I'm so into you, whatever, and
Right.
so trusting that what we got is so strong or so dope that I'm not even gonna want to fuck that up.
Right, like-
you get what I'm saying? And they're not like that. They're not. I've only met one person that's like that. We're not together, but it is what it is.
Everybody has that issue with me.
But did he
Well,
meet
who
you
was all
like
these
that,
people?
though?
Huh?
Did he meet you in that already? Like you doing all
Yeah, they always meet you in that, and I feel like
no.
that's why you liked me.
No, so the person I'm talking about did not meet me like that. So
There
they
you
met
go.
me in high school. My high school, I've known them in high school, and then we started kind of talking in college. And then we stopped because I had to make a choice because I was talking to a whole lot of motherfuckers in college. And I was like, all right, I gotta fuck. No, for real. No, I like beautiful people, all right? So I gotta I had to make a decision. And I remember the day I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision.
How did you break the news? You made the
What's no
decision.
breaking the news? Like, I ain't fucking with you no more. I'm not gonna answer you no more.
Oh, so
And
you just kind of just ignored them?
I've always been like that. I just don't want to talk to you no more. It is what it is. You get it.
Y'all gotta learn to
get it.
communicate though. Like y'all can't.
You
just do
get
that.
it. You get it.
Right, like nothing like you stop answering my call. Like
Closure. What is that? Come on, let's stop.
Meeka.
But I had to make a decision. I'll never forget that. I don't even want to go.
Oh, I forgot your wife's a Leo too.
Especially when she dealing with her baby dad, I'm like, yo, like, y'all gotta communicate. Like,
Yeah, y'all.
We're good.
No, y'all need to learn to communicate.
He'll get my email.
Clearly y'all don't. I'm listening to what she's
Wait,
saying.
Nico, he'll get my
And you
email.
agreeing.
That's why we said, baby dad. I said he'll get my email.
How many times I've been saying I want a divorce? Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
You gotta get it.
But you heard she said it too. Like I just leave you in red too, and you was agreeing. Like yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because
you're
we
saying
said
kind
what
of
it
both
was.
things.
No. When I say like that, like, hey, you already know what time. To me, this is a big
Why
thing.
do they know already
So,
what time
okay,
it is?
I teach my daughters this. This is a big thing. I've said this before on the
This
show.
better be good.
No, I teach my daughters this
You
all the
teaching
time.
this.
I teach real shit. Zoom in,
Let's go.
bitch. Zoom in, nigga. Zoom in. I teach my daughters shit like this all the time because the truth is, like, I'm outside and I get it. But at the same time, I want them to understand you're not chasing anyone. So for me, when I say I teach them, what I'm teaching them is that if you call someone, a man, a boy, a gentleman, whatever, you call someone and they didn't answer for whatever reason. Doesn't matter, for whatever reason. And you text them and say, hey, I just called you because I was trying to see what you were doing later. I hang out. I have a college-age daughter and a high schooler now. Coming up, shout out to London, going to high school.
Shout out to London
But
and Anaya.
this dude don't call you back. 1 day
Like, at
pass, 2 day pass.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to call him back. The non-response is a response. So there we go. So that's why I'm teaching them because I have a lot of people right
The
now.
lab said I'm gonna use that.
Okay, straight up. Zoom in. Yeah, zoom in.
Oh, zoom in.
Because I said zoom in for this.
Okay.
Shout out to Live TV, Josh. What's up? But no, it's the truth. I'm telling you, like, I have people that, you asked me the other day, oh, they still texting you, whatever. No, it wasn't you. I'm sorry. My cousin, Jermaine, asked me the other day, is somebody still texting me? And I said, yes, they are, which is crazy because I go, and I hate to use that word, but I have stopped responding to you months ago.
Okay, but y'all gotta stop ghosting people. Just to
It's
say
not a
like,
ghost. I just stopped responding.
Hey.
We're never that deep
I
for me to
listen
have
to
a
what she's
discussion.
saying.
We're not that deep for me to have a discussion. Now I would never. And
Yeah, but come on.
I'm not gonna ghost somebody to have a real
Let's turn the
relationship with.
tables around. If somebody started ghosting you, you'd be like,
It's happened.
fuck. And then how did you feel?
And when I say ghosted, I
See,
mean like,
that's what we mean,
I felt
like,
like
a ghost ass
we only talked for a day or so you must have had a bitch. Bye. I'm not hitting you.
Yeah, microphone.
Okay, so she knows how it feels. She knows what it is because she's teaching her daughter that.
So I feel like she's trying to do it first.
So if somebody if somebody don't respond to your texts or whatever, you get the picture. It should be vice versa.
That's all I'm
if
saying.
I'm not responding to your text, you should get the picture.
That's all I'm saying to them.
Listen, everybody don't get the picture.
And they don't. And I want them to get the picture.
Yeah, so
they're not going to get the picture till they get an answer or get a verbal.
Well, guess what? I want them to know.
This is why I keep saying, because of those actions doesn't mean they're going to get the picture.
Brian, you're right. You're right. And that's nobody talking about though, but Brian is right.
What if
They have an Android and you text them.
What the hell I got to do?
Wait, time out. Wait, listen. Wait, Herb. Let's not even.
Hold on. What if you made them feel like?
Wait, time out. Before you even mention that, I want to say that Brian has a great point, but I do want to say that I am trying.
So what? Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We had a whole podcast. Bye. A whole show. Y'all keep FaceTiming. Good night.
Please put your phones on
But
silent.
listen, love everybody that's FaceTiming, but listen,
Right.
I agree with you. You have a point. I want to say this before they get their point across. You have a point, but what I'm trying to say is I want to teach them that before. Like, don't let anybody ever be talking like how I'm talking about those guys that's texting me crazy nonstop. You don't need to keep going. So that's what I'm saying.
Don't be those guys.
Don't be that person. But what were you saying, Spitter?
What you looking up? I don't know. It's like you're pressing buttons in the
What I was gonna say is, so
Bye, Josh.
Were you leading
Bye,
them
Josh.
on?
Wait, hold on.
Were you the people you was ghosting? Were you leading them on, making them think there was gonna be something more?
I've
than what
never
it
let
was?
anybody on and
How you know? It's a different.
That's true too.
It's a different type of people take things different.
He got a point.
Okay, wait. Shout out to Josh though. Josh had a.
I'm trying to change the subject.
No, that's what I'm saying. No,
Just
listen.
coming and going away. Let's see. Let's get to the question. Go ahead. Ask it again.
Yeah, so the people that you done ghosted, right? You're like, ain't nothing there, this and that. Have you lead them on in a way where they think if they keep pursuing?
I don't know. I don't know. That's on you. That's a you problem. That's not a me
Okay,
problem.
okay.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, a
I need
person
more
would
vodka
feel.
though.
I feel like
That's a me problem.
not to cut you off, but for me, a person will have to do something, right, for me to just be turned off, and they will feel that disconnect immediately.
But my thing is this, because like you were saying, they have to do something. But they may not know what they did. And then all of a sudden you're just like, I'm turned off, and then you just cut them off. Did you verbalize, like, you know what?
I could say, listen,
I don't give a fuck.
like that. And then there's that disconnect. Like, okay, for example, this guy, only time he calls me is after midnight. And I asked him to stop doing that because sometimes I'm working and I'm sleeping, trying to get rest. And it's just rude to
Right.
call anyone after midnight.
Right? I talked about this
Yeah.
too earlier, right,
So
Brian?
there was a disconnect there because he did it again and again and again.
But
It's
was
like,
it-
did you
did you
not hear
mention
me?
it?
So now I don't answer the phone to say, hey, why are you calling me this late? Now I don't answer at all and I don't respond to text
So
messages.
you're
But
just trying to
Mitzi-
train them to understand not to call you.
But
'cause
Mitzi, that is
you're
true.
trying to train them or just to know not to call you because you never want to answer the phone. So
I
you're trying to
told
train
them
them. So you
too.
said,
Oh,
but
you
have you
actually
ever
said
told?
something. She
Yeah.
just said I told them too.
Oh, okay, but you told them too.
Yeah, I told
Okay.
them, like, I would answer and be like, yo, like, you can't be calling me. It's after 12.
That's
like,
dope.
What do we have to talk about?
But they
But
they
they
did
would-
that because you answered.
Yeah.
So they was like, well, I'm gonna just take my chances because she answered
Yeah,
after
and they
so,
did it
so I'm gonna
again.
just see maybe she's not working. And I'm
so
gonna
I
just call
just
again.
stopped
Right.
answering and I stopped responding. To
So that's
calls.
dope that you actually said something. I will say that because I mentioned to Bryant earlier
didn't
tonight
do
about
anything
someone
wrong,
that was
but-
calling me after hours like all week, and I was like, fucking ignore. I don't care if they want, like, ignore. And then they called me today at a decent hour. What time did we get here, Stefan? About 7:45 or whatever. So they called me about 7:30, like on my way here, and I was like, "Hello." And oh, you answered? Yeah, because you're calling me at a normal hour.
Right.
Like, I'm not answering. I didn't have to say before, "Don't call me at." You got to figure that out. You're a grown ass man. Like, don't call me at. I know I'm
Nah, you gotta
outside.
let
That's
them
the
know.
thing. People got me fucked up because I'm outside too. So they like I'm always out. Like I leave here
You gotta
12 o'clock.
communicate
People call me all the
I
time.
go
assuming-
out and they think
assuming
that I'm outside
out.
at 12:30, 1 o'clock in
They
the
time
morning.
to call like,
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
doing? I'm asleep. They like,
And I'm
oh,
like,
I know you go to sleep. Like,
Yeah, no.
That's the
Yeah,
perception
some of the
involved.
That's the truth. That's the
I try to
truth.
let y'all know I don't really go out during the week. Hello, call me on
No, it's the
at the
truth.
Friday
It
after
is.
7 p.m. Yeah, I might be up until Monday. Like, but during the week, don't
Yeah,
call me
no,
late
he was
night.
just disrespectful at that point because she did tell him. Yeah, for sure. I agree with you, Josh.
And I'm like, bro, didn't we just have this conversation? Oh, my bad.
No, they.
Sleeping, all right, I'm gonna let you go to sleep. It's like, you just woke me up to tell me your bad.
Right.
Yeah, it's just rude. So I just ghosted them. And that's like, damn,
Shout out to the ghosters.
So
and the
ghosting, that's a thing.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
I don't like
guess.
that though.
It's a real motherfucker.
I don't like
thing.
ghosting though.
Well, listen.
That's rude.
The last thing we want to get across for the night, because it is getting on to 11 o'clock.
Cause how much time we got?
Be out of here. No time. We are trying to squeeze
started like
one.
10 we
I know,
started
that's why we
10
try. And it's 11. So
Oh.
we're trying to squeeze one thing in now. And I wanted to ask you guys, well, we got a question. And it was,
Ask
we
Mac
didn't-
and Meeka.
Ask Mac and Meeka. Is being ready to settle down an age or a mindset thing? I'm really
Definitely
curious
is.
as to you guys' opinions.
Mindset.
Mindset.
Mindset. Some people who know they want to get married
Why?
at 20, and there's some
Yeah.
people who 30 and like, no, I'm good right now.
But I even
You
say
feel
that
me?
with maturity. Like some people, I had this conversation with my mom today, like yesterday, and even about being mature. No, it was something about experience. Oh, it was about wisdom. We were talking about wisdom, and I was trying to explain to her. I said, wisdom doesn't come with age; it comes with experience.
True.
Because between me and her, I said I have more wisdom than my dad, and she's like, you know what, you're right. I said because we've had different life experiences. Like he's been in New Jersey the whole time, and he's been doing kind of the same thing. Where I've been exposed to a way, like a lot more compared to him. And I said, so I have a little more wisdom when it comes to just different things in general because of my experiences. You know what I'm saying? So wisdom, people feel like wisdom comes with age. Wisdom comes with experience. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
certain things like, so when it comes to settle down, it just comes with your mindset, where you are mentally. And having being a certain age doesn't mean you're mentally there, because there's a lot of people that are immature still at a certain age. Like some young people that date somebody older because they feel like, well, they're older, they
They're
should
ready,
be done
yeah,
playing
yeah.
games and this and other. No, their mind is still at 25 years old, and they feel like they still out here. They need to feed their ego and feel like I still got another, and they immature still
Facts.
mentally. You know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying? So
Real
it's a
life.
big difference. So
Or they just don't like you like that. Let's just be real. I'm going to be real. Like, that's just the truth.
Melissa
Like,
Phillips said life
because-
experience is the best teacher. Exactly.
Melissa, hey, what's going on?
it has a lot. It has more to do with the person for you to want to settle down with them, because I could be, all right, say I'm 25, right? I'm at a young age, and I meet this guy, we're the same age, and we vibe or whatever, is cool, and then I meet another guy, but he gives me that sense of security. He makes me feel a different way, and both of them will probably want to marry me, but I would shift this way. But if it was this person on the left, I'd be like, yeah, no, I ain't ready. But this person give me that ready
Exactly.
feeling. So maybe it does depend on the person you dealing with that'll make you want to settle down.
I'm telling you, that's the truth.
I know it's the
I
person, but
disagree.
yeah, it's not the
I
age. It's
disagree with the
basically-
person though.
Yeah, it's
Cause I don't met like, you know, I done been with somebody who was the one, but I wasn't ready to be the one. You get what I'm saying? Like they were perfect if I was in that mindset to settle down and, you know, do
Yeah,
all that.
mindset.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the person, because I don't met people who
No,
definitely.
the question was age or mindset.
I know, but she said that, so maybe the person.
and I also said too that you might not be the one. So I said that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh.
I feel like it's definitely just mindset.
And the reason why I said that is because I meet so many great people. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are great. But
Well, I think I've already told you that sometimes you do meet a lot of great people, but you like people always say like, "Oh, I only attract this, I only attract that." Like I told Meeka before, I said no, you only respond to.
Don't
certain
bring me
things.
into your
You
shit.
attract a
Don't
lot of
bring me into that
things,
shit.
but you keep responding to the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Entertain the same thing, but you're attracting a lot of different things.
that's not true.
That is true.
That's not true, because I
You
can say-
attract more than one thing.
Nope, and
You're
guess
only
what?
responding
And
and
guess
answering
what?
for
That's
them.
not true. That's what I'm
That is
saying.
true.
I entertain other things, and I'm just
Meeka.
like with it. I don't like it. That's what I'm trying to say. I have entertained other
But
things.
you'll
I
label
like it.
somebody as ain't shit, and it's like, no, You just was probably bored with whoever
That's
the person
true.
is.
That's very
Right.
true.
So,
too. But what I'm saying is, I do also entertain other stuff, and I also say that.
and you don't like it right away because you don't give it a chance.
Yeah, I don't.
But you have to give it a chance because some people grow on you. I've talked to somebody who, physically, appearance-wise, I might not have been like, ooh, but it's like, once you get to know somebody, when you attach to somebody mentally, that is totally different than sexually.
It is. It very
It's
much
a big
is.
difference. Like,
And I agree with you on that.
it's a stronger thing too when it's a mental thing.
Much,
But
yeah.
everybody
Right,
does.
so that's
even-
different. If I can learn from you and like you can just teach me some
Said,
things,
nah,
that's
everybody
a different whole than sexual. Like
It is. No, I agree with you on that.
Not everybody thinks like you, Mac.
I mean, I ain't the only one to think like this either. But
If you don't stop,
No,
boy,
that's
if you
real.
don't get your ass out of here.
That's
Not everybody thinks about you, Mac.
I'm on Mac's side. Like that's how I feel about people. You feel me? Like
I agree with what he just said, though, that the physical doesn't always have to be.
so what I'm saying is you don't take time.
No,
to
I'm
get
not saying
that.
that's not the truth though in my situation, because I have taken time to get to know some people and
Girl, no,
it
you
ain't working.
No, you haven't. You
I
don't.
have.
What's
you
time
don't
to
know.
you?
I don't really not tell you because I
Well,
don't
some
like them
things
enough.
that I know,
'Cause I don't like
I
them
don't-
enough, and I don't want to bring them around. Like, that's what
Because you
I'm
ain't take time.
saying.
Take time.
a week
have
ain't
some phone
time,
conversation.
Meeka.
A week?
A week, 2 weeks ain't time.
Right.
No, 3.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
You never know. They'll say
Bye.
something to click
What is
like
fucking
boom.
time then? Please tell me.
Time.
No.
Bye.
Because sex is like, you can have sex with anybody. You know
Thank
what I'm
you.
saying?
Thank you, Mac.
And it could be good or whatever, but like,
Listen, what I'm saying is,
Yes, let's go, Stefan. Let's.
from how I feel from a woman's mind standpoint is,
That
they
damn
could not
tequila.
be attracted to a certain type of dude, but sex could change that. That's what I'm saying.
That is true.
that's one side, but then there's also another
Yeah.
side where
He could be a lame man.
That's
sex can ruin it too.
That's rare though. I think.
So it can go either way. So
I'm saying, if you recognize
But
that
you
kid,
gotta also understand that guess what? The same way how when a man look at a woman and see that he wanna fuck her on the first night, a woman look at a man too.
they do.
And know the same thing.
First night.
Yeah.
Yep. True that.
and-
All facts.
I hate
100% facts.
I hate the fact when a man say, "Oh, I fucked her on the first night." No, you didn't.
She
Fuck
fucked
you.
you.
Yeah.
She fucked you. Because she's the one that decided
That's
what
right.
the fuck is going on.
Decided.
And that's why they say women fuck who they want and men have to fuck who allow.
yeah.
Who they can.
Plenty of times
Yup.
that women wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or a year to have sex with a nigga, but he'll see that one, and she'll see that one, and be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get it to him." Call me
Yup. That's real.
That's facts. All facts.
for real. Hello.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me?
Facts. Listen, we appreciate y'all. Stefan is looking at me.
How much time we got, Stefan? Right, he's looking at you.
Oh, don't do
Get out,
that.
man.
Listen, Stefan, don't do that. He looking
I
at
like
me.
when Stefan interjects,
And Brian,
though.
look at how much time we got. We got all the time in the world. He
This
looking
you
at me
feel like you rushing
oh,
up.
he looking at me like.
I ain't seen him do that.
No, I'm just saying. He giving me the eyes. He giving me. All right.
How you see the eyes with all this light over here?
I can see him. I'm looking right above him. I see him smiling.
too much tequila.
I see his pearly white. You had the tequila, not me. I see the pearly whites.
Right.
But okay, so if someone asks you on a date,
I feel like you need to answer this question because I'll go on a date.
I
may like the date, but I'ma go.
There you go.
I love
I ain't
dates.
gonna-
I love dating.
Right.
I love
I'm very
I love
open-minded, so
going
I'ma
out.
go.
I was stood up. Stood
Nah.
up.
When?
Why?
Yesterday. That's
Oh, did you
That's
you ask
fucked
them
up.
or they asked you?
they asked me.
They asked you and stood you up?
Yeah.
Maybe they was just late.
Why?
Yeah, they stood me up.
Did you talk
Maybe
to
they
them
were
today?
late.
They called me today.
Did they give an explanation?
No.
They said sorry.
So they acknowledge, like, do you know? I was
No,
waiting for
they
you?
say sorry?
They didn't even bring it up.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure you had a
They're
date?
narcissists.
Are you crazy?
Exactly.
They're narcissists.
You the next day.
No.
I would have answered.
So she wanted to know why,
The
like,
conversation was, hello. Hey, how you doing? You sound like you sleep. I ain't sleep. I'm just, like, nigga.
want to hear where you was at.
Yeah, I'm like, he was like, "Hey, you sound asleep. Did I wake you?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Oh, okay. What you doing?" I was like, "Laying down."
Still, obviously, still like, where we else supposed to meet at? I'm still at.
And he was like, "I miss you. When I'ma see you?"
Never that. No, you don't miss me. You don't miss me. Bye.
Oh, he's crazy.
No, and you know what?
You miss me, however. We
Yes,
listen.
It's to the
gotta
point
get
where
that
I
guy.
don't even care to even
He
bring
got
it
a
up
girl.
because I don't even want to go out with you.
Listen.
So I
got
don't
a
even
girl.
want to
He got a girl. He got
say,
some.
"Oh, you didn't," because I don't even care that much.
At this
to
point,
even-
now you work the system. You want to see me? Drop a deposit. I need cash at me stuff because I could have ate by myself. Like, nah, fuck
I ain't
it.
gonna lie.
Now you run the pocket.
I hear
Hey,
Don't waste
what
my
you saying,
time and my
though, Jay.
gas.
but you
Jay's
give,
like,
you give
she
a
wouldn't
person
answer.
enough rope, they'll hang themselves, and that's what he.
No, so if you ever ask me to do it again, you got to send me something.
Yeah.
No, so what Jay was saying, like, she wouldn't have answered, and I get that, but also, too, I'm also on the side where I would have answered, and because
The last time
I
you
want
said
to
that
say
dude was double
something.
booked. You forgot.
In
the comments. How you gonna call me the next day and feel like we finna have a regular conversation?
Get cut off fast.
You must think I'm slow. At this point, I would have kind of been mad. So all right, so now
whole
this has
double
been me getting revenge now. So I gotta get
A whole
revenge some type
double
of
book
way.
like the last
And
two
now,
you double booked.
I'm making you spend money and do a whole bunch of things, and we ain't
And I don't
even.
even
There's
care
nothing
about-
happening.
And I could take advantage of it, but I don't have.
Oh, I'd have took advantage. Like, I'd have been nice. Like, yeah, let's. But no,
So Melissa said
you
that
can
was
pay
a
for a
ghost
whole
comment.
bunch of stuff.
But yeah, but in the end of the day, he didn't even bring it up. So it's like now you can't even.
Nah, let's go
I
on a date
miss you
again.
when I'ma see you, and I'm like,
Never.
I don't know.
Do me a favor. I lost my debit card. Can you send me something? No, cause I felt offended for that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm mad at that too.
I'm mad too.
Hey,
Let's ruin their life.
Not a text, not a.
Let's ruin their life.
You got people.
We both got rents to pay.
Right.
You got people like
Let's
that.
put somebody else around him too. Like, let him be interested in them and like, we finna ruin it. Finna ruin you.
The whole
Spend all your
fucking
money. Now we see your type.
messing up
Right.
other people.
You know, I'm really overprotected by my
Wait,
friends too,
what?
so I don't even like that.
What you said, Spitter?
Oh no, I'm just saying like there's guys out here who ready, you feel me, to take her to you feel me, wine and dine her, you feel me, and he wasting time out here, man. Yeah.
But how you did like, and you didn't even acknowledge it.
So Josh is
say-
saying, why didn't she bring it up? And I think I
Oh,
know
Josh
why,
did
but I'm
ask
gonna
why you
ask
didn't.
you why,
Okay,
so
yeah.
you can give us your reason.
I didn't bring it up because I'm not even pressed to even go out with him anymore.
There we go.
I don't even want to see him again, to be quite
That's what I was
frank.
thinking.
So why would I say, oh, why, what happened? Because
she
it's
wanted
gonna
to hear
make
him
it
say
seem like I
something.
was really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I don't
mad
even
now
want
if
to
she
open
don't
that
answer.
door to make him feel like, okay, I'm gonna make it up to you. Now I don't want you to make it up to me. I just want you to just go.
So if he calls you back again, would you answer?
You
Probably
bet
not.
not.
I probably ghost him, but it only
'Cause she
take
already
one
spoke to him.
time. It really only take one time. I didn't know what happened. Anything could have happened, and I was hoping
He should
that
explain
would
that.
have said
Right, he
something.
didn't. So this
Or
is the opportunity
he
where
could've
you be
just
like,
said,
you know
hey, I know
what?
I dropped the ball. I'm gonna make it.
If
up
you
to
see him out somewhere, make him buy you a whole bunch of shit. And ghost his ass after
Point
that.
him out, so you like loser,
Right. Nah, fuck that shit.
Everybody in the section
like loser.
No, you make him spend at this point now. Cause guess what? You spend money to get there. You didn't spend like all that. Like so, no. I need
Hold
all
on, you
of
went
that.
out to the spot?
She was
He
there.
ghosted her. Yes.
You went out to the spot? Like where y'all was supposed to meet at?
No.
Wait, I
He
thought you
told me to
did.
be ready. He said, "Be ready by 7."
Oh, he's coming to pick you up.
He's gonna pick you up.
No, he told me he just
Oh,
said.
so
"Be ready by
so you was ready.
Yeah.
Confused.
Oh, okay.
I was ready. 7 came, and I'm like, okay. Then 8 o'clock came, and I texted.
But wait, I want to ask a question. Hands up. Okay. So what did you think was gonna happen at 7? Like he was supposed to pick you up. Clearly.
Well, I honestly don't have anyone pick me up. I like to meet them there because.
So
when
at
I'm ready
7
to
you was
go, I'm ready to
expecting
go.
like a instruction.
Yeah, like
Okay.
where are we going?
Okay.
All he said was 7 o'clock. Be ready, and I like that kind of stuff.
That's
I
cute.
like
The
that.
7.
Yeah, you know,
Drop top, cruising the street. That's what he was doing.
you know, I was really on some. Oh, okay.
Ready?
Hey,
I got somebody who's not asking me what
but
I'm
he
doing.
did pull the love.
Like finally
waiting.
someone who's not asking me what you doing all day. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's like, hey, get ready
I
at 7.
appreciate you.
I
You
just
know what
kinda-
I mean?
I agree with you.
I'm like, oh, okay.
But I find it weird that you called me the next day. You ain't acknowledge nothing. Like,
Nothing.
Yeah.
It was
That's
just
crazy.
like, I'm waiting for it. He was like, I miss you. When I'm going to see you?
Now, I had somebody say that last week. I was like, bro.
see, my personality is so different. I was like, bitch, like, what the fuck you mean? You missing me? Like,
I said that.
you had me get dressed like.
Somebody called me and said,
I'm
I said,
so
what you
like
miss?
direct. Like,
I said, what you
straight up.
miss? Nigga, what
Don't
you
fucking waste my
miss?
time. One day I get back, I can get money back. I can get a lot of things back. One day I
Not
can't
my
get back is
time.
time.
My time.
Definitely
I
can't get
picked my
time back.
clothes
Come on,
out.
now,
I'm
respect
like,
my
"What
time.
you miss?"
Respect my time. Respect my mind.
And I'm just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
but how you know it's one an honest mistake? Like,
Stop.
Well, acknowledge your honest mistake. What you mean?
Listen, let me tell you something.
Ain't no listen,
No, because it's me, Big Mincy.
Big man.
Ain't no way. Like, don't call that a
I wouldn't know how you can make this even sound good.
She ain't no
Hold on.
Evidently, to him, yeah, he was.
But hold on.
He was on some next kind
Stefan.
of time.
But
That's
wait.
not in front.
Hold on, Stefan. But make this make sense. How you gonna make this? What mistake could it be? Like, so even when you call her the next day, why you didn't acknowledge the mistake? Why do you say, you know what, I apologize for whatever? Like,
Josh said he was double booked.
hold on. I read that already.
maybe he didn't recognize he made a mistake.
How you start bleeding?
He probably said be ready at 7, but he made one talking about that particular day. You don't
Stop.
Listen,
Stop.
bro.
I agree with Josh more than you. I said he was double booked and forgot. That was
Yeah,
it.
'cause
You
I don't
talking
know.
about some next shit.
I don't know
No,
what-
Stop.
But if he,
I don't know where you going with this.
if he forgot, that's an honest mistake.
He was trying to wash it over. And I agree with that. I think he knew he forgot.
But if he
He's trying
forgot-
to just see, like, we all good.
You trying to say she forgot too? Shit.
No.
Yeah.
He was just trying to, like, wash
She
it.
was
Like,
meant to forgot too.
yeah, like, let me not even bring it up. I don't want to even pull it. Yeah. That's why people are stupid.
And this is why I say don't expect you from other people.
I'm definitely not
He
like
definitely
that.
hung
Sure.
himself, and that's okay. Like, I like for people to show me who they are.
That ain't okay with me.
And
I done
now
got
I
dressed
know
and
how to
ready.
move around you.
Yeah, that is
Now I
crazy,
know
but
how,
that's
the
not
type of person that you are, and I know how to deal with you or whatever, or avoid
It
you.
was
I
intentional.
don't like confrontation. I don't like to get into it with people because I live a very good life, a very quiet,
Right.
peaceful life, and I don't need no fuck nigga on my line.
I got a question though. Did you speak to him about it directly? Like, hey, check it out.
She didn't really address
Oh,
it.
she didn't
I was
address it.
waiting for him.
She went for him to address it. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't, and I didn't push it. I didn't say anything because.
And that's why I said that's the difference between me and you, because I would have definitely said something. What you
yeah.
got to say?
I would have said something for sure.
Oh, I texted him.
Fine.
No response. No response. Nothing.
The night of.
Nothing. And I ended up going out with
He
y'all.
go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, Mince.
I ended up going out with y'all.
I don't care.
Let them go.
Oh, no, wait. He hit me up. He said, hey, where you at? I said, oh, I'm sorry, I made plans. And that's when I went out with y'all.
Oh, okay. And we had a time. And we had a time last night. And we did good. That's what his ass did.
Yeah.
What do you think was his reason? You think he forgot?
We don't know shit. That's why
It could have been.
she don't know. That's why she waiting for him to
Listen, it could have been anything, and I would.
He didn't say nothing about like.
He could have told me his dog died.
Right,
I
he
would
ain't
have
say
been
that.
okay with that.
So you knew. So it was your impression that you knew that he knew he was supposed to meet with
Yeah.
He said it out. What did you missing?
you. He didn't forget.
Like, how was your?
No.
I understand you trying
Don't do that.
I understand you trying to be devil's
How does your
advocate.
mind?
I understand you trying to be devil's advocate and all that.
How does your mind operate?
Hey, you supposed to be doing
This is a person. Listen, I've been gone for 4 days. Listen. I've been gone for 4 days. I'm a flight attendant. I was gone for 4 days. And he was like, soon as you get back, I want to take you out. I miss you. You know, I want to hang out with you. Okay. Boom. I'm off on this day. I have the time this day. We can go wherever. Cool. Whatever. That
But
day
he-
comes
all
and
right,
he
wait,
says,
so wait.
get ready at 7.
And so he hit you the day off too, right? So yes, you're crazy.
Day comes.
You're crazy.
Get ready at 7. Okay.
Right.
So we talked about it. He
That's
told
what we
me
trying
that
to
he was
say,
gonna
like,
take me
where
out
you was at doing the
prior,
story?
and then the day comes and he says, get ready at 7, and I'm ready, and I hit him up at 8, and then he hits me back, but by that time we had already made plans, and he was like, hey, what you doing? And I said, I'm
Wait,
sorry,
he
I
hit you
made
by 8
plans."
o'clock?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh no, 'cause I think you said
I hit
So-
him at 8 o'clock.
And
He
when he hit you
me,
back?
I don't know afterwards, but that was
Because I know what
after
time we made plans.
We made our plans afterwards.
Oh, okay. Francois had a question for you.
When I told him I was already en route.
Francois? Fine, sorry. No,
Francois,
I was Francois too.
Yeah.
But shout out to Melissa said FNF. We fuck nigga free.
I'm FRE.
Don't feel bad though, shit.
Hold on, he's been had a question, y'all. Yeah, y'all got these microphones overpowering everybody.
Let me ask you. So, let's say he came back and apologized and gave you an explanation. Would you give him a second chance?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, why the hell he didn't do it the first time when he called you?
Why would you give him a second chance and he's now coming with this
I'm
shit?
still getting you back.
Because he apologized and he
But
wanted
he
to
apologized after the
right.
fact. Like, he should have apologized the next day.
Now, say if I snapped on him.
When he
right?
called you, that should have been the
it.
explanation.
That's what we're saying. That's what his question.
That would have been it. But I can't explain how I am sometimes. Like if he called me tonight and said, "Hey, I apologize," I'm gonna just say it. You know, I know you probably thinking it. That's probably why you was sounding like that over the phone. I dropped the ball. I would be like, okay, you know. But
I would have been looking for that.
That's cute.
When you called me the next day. Not the second call later.
Me
like,
too. But say if he calls me again and I pick up and he's like, "What you doing? I miss you." That is a wrap.
Burrito.
Burrito. Well, who has time for that? No.
Right. No, I agree.
I'm saying the next call should have been like an explanation call. It shouldn't have been like, no. So, hey, what you doing?
No, I agree with Mac. I agree. That's what we were saying. Like, that's what I think Frank's question is coming from. It's like, would you now even accept that? Would you not even accept
it? I could accept his apology.
But
I could
why?
forgive him.
That was where he was coming from, because it's like,
because he apologized. He's acknowledging what he did wrong.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't have to do anything with this person.
That's
I
true.
already know who he is and
but
how
you
he
big
is.
miss. We don't got to acknowledge that person.
I don't have to say, "Oh, okay, so when are we gonna go out then?" I don't have to say that.
That's
I could
true.
be like, you know what? I get it. Things happen. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but you already hung yourself.
That's true.
So in your mind, you basically like, but I ain't really.
I'm not gonna be mean to him.
Right.
I'm not gonna,
Okay, I think Francis' real question
Still
was.
them pockets.
I'm sorry, Stefan. I know we ending, but I think Francis' real question was not if you would answer right now, but would you fuck with him again? I think that was your real. Like, would you really go out?
Okay,
No.
so yeah, that's
I think that was where we were going with it.
No. But if he apologized to me, I'm gonna accept it.
Oh yeah.
And that's cool. That's cool. And that's what we're saying. Like, that's cool.
But still be open to getting him back too. Yeah.
Let's go out and leave him hanging.
The next
Shit.
person in line.
Go back and with her shit and then take off.
Put their best
I'm going to the bathroom.
the next person who wants to take me out. The next person
Take some pictures
who
of the
wants to
bathroom.
show me that they're not like
Go to take some
everybody
picture,
else.
order over shit like y'all on a date.
Yeah.
Take
some pictures of the bathroom and leave. On that ass. Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
That's right.
Shout out to Stefan, Live Events TV, Shooter, Nico Allen. We appreciate you.
One of my teammates, Troy Williamson, is going to be in town next weekend.
Listen, no. You guys gotta come next week. One of our favorite former.
Because we got a whole bunch of homeboys, so Meeka really going to be in love next week.
No, I'm not. I met her as homeboys.
So we're going to do it up real big next week.
We're going to big because Troy comes through and he supports with mad people.
He does.
But I don't see his homeboys. We're okay, guys.
Troy
We're
Williamson,
okay.
yeah. Come back in town.
Not in a bad way, but we're okay, guys. We're okay.
Next week.
Yeah, we're trying to shake the work schedule. Yeah, all right.
Friday.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. We're okay. We're okay.
They're getting in town next Wednesday. They're here from Wednesday to Sunday.
So pull up. Yes. Hey. Pull up. We're
She
here.
was like, oh, I got to get the hors d'oeuvres and all that. I'm like, oh.
No, I said we got to get Publix platters. Don't try to do
Hors d'oeuvres.
that. Like I'm over here hiring Keisha or something to cater. No, I'm getting some Publix sandwiches.
I'm looking for a big bitch named Keisha.
Shout out to Keisha, though, by the way.
Right.
But yeah, no, she was sick for a little bit. I'm glad she's feeling a lot better.
She still never told me. She was doing my meal prep, but she had the people doing my meal prep.
Shout out to Josh for tuning in. Melissa, we appreciate you.
That's
we
right.
hope you're here next week,
Neo
Melissa.
Soul.
Josh, what my date?
Now Van just walked in the building.
Not Van getting here. The show is closing out.
Big Van. We doing the goodbye credits.
But listen, we appreciate y'all for real,
Yes.
for always coming and supporting us. Mac and I definitely appreciate y'all. So we want to give y'all a round of applause.
How about a round of
Let's go.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Let's go. Back at Meeka Live.
A couple people hit me. Was like, I miss you, and I was like, this is weird.
I feel like a lot of people bend the block back, like, you know what I'm saying?
Suspicious.
They be trying to feel like the grass is green on the other side. You should have wooded them up for grass here first.
It's the economy.
They think I'm a sugar?